Yo, 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 what's up? Welcome everybody to a new a new episode of the crossover with me and K Mega, kicking it out here, doing our thing. But we have a very special guest today, one that I had to call upon today because he knows what it is. He's been listening, and he's been telling you motherfuckers out here what to expect. And you guys are acting like y'all motherfuckers don't know what's going on. Are you lost? Were you not paying attention? What I think it is selective fucking hearing. Because you want to retweet what the fuck Aaron Greenberg said years ago, but you don't want to listen to one of the most recent interviews from Todd Howard himself with Lex Friedman. Before we get into the messy shit, let me go on ahead and welcome 108 Dragons, Mr. Lemetheus himself. Soul Brother is gone for the day. It is Lemetheus with us today. Brother, how you doing today? How is everything going on with you? Free Smoke Mondays. I like it. Hey, Mega, brother, what's been cracking? We did a little podcast at the end of the night last night. I got the snapping. I was frustrated. I wasn't having that shit. Brother, let me know. How are you doing today now, a day after the showcase? Oh, shit.
What's happening? What's happening? What's going on?
I feel terrible because I forgot to unmute y'all motherfuckers. So I'm sitting here talking to my goddamn self. So better yet, let's hit the rewind button, Lemon. What's cracking?
What's cracking is these fake ass 60 frame motherfuckers' heads if they don't eat right. But I keep telling you goddamn motherfuckers that I was right. And like I said, when I lip synced it to y'all, label me the new Swammy on the block, baby. Crystal ball and everything. We coming to see you with this fat. Told you I was right. 10 for 10. 10 for 10. Let's go.
All right. Now, I heard it twice, and you guys got to hear it for the first time. But now, hey, Mega brother, what's cracking?
What's happening, man? Like I'm gonna say it again, so all you can hear me what I said. Listen, the old K Mega, the young K Mega could do 3 podcasts in a day. Not old K Mega now, nah, bruh, it ain't happening. But I had so much it was so much joy to see Xbox just get into the heads of those stands and just see these narratives fly. Oh my God, it was pure bliss. So now let's get started, man. You know what I'm saying? Happy to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? It's good to have a new podcast popping off. And man, I mean, after what you did last night, set it off. I mean, I checked. It's still green. So, ladies and gentlemen, I can still get monetized. I don't know how. Because Ham was full level right there. That boy was level 9,000. I don't know. It started off with Xbox was interrupted him, and then it just turned into I don't know what. But boy, it was juicy. But man, I think it's going to kind of transfer over here tonight or today. So let's go ahead and get it
100% is. I'm gonna give these motherfuckers what they've been asking for. Goddamn. But anyways. Lemon, Lemon, K-Meg, I got to ask you both, like, brother, obviously the showcase was phenomenal in your guys' eyes. What was some of the things that you took away most from this showcase? And I want you to do your best to just leave Starfield out of it because Starfield's going to be its own goddamn topic.
All right, I'll go ahead and I guess I'll start it off. You know what I'm saying? First off, let me go ahead and say this, man. It's good to work with my brother again, Lemon. I haven't talked to him. I've talked to him, but I haven't worked with him in a while, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as again, another one of those brothers that came off of the K Mega teats, and he's grown.
Oh Lord, he finna smoke you now.
I'm gonna let him rock because the energy's for the idiots. He's not an idiot, so I'm gonna leave the energy for the energy. For the idiots.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is my boy Briggs right here. I don't know if you can see him on this camera, but anyway, if you can see him, you know what I'm saying? That's
I hope he knocked that 6 button, that controller off, that joystick sucker.
Bro, if he do that, hey,
let his ass know.
They're gonna call animal services because I'm gonna get his ass.
Yo, listen, my dog is in the kennel. Whenever I do a podcast, I'm like, you ain't knocking one of these cameras over.
No,
stay your ass right in there.
He's disciplined. He learned a lot from when he was a puppy. Those mistakes are on. He good for you.
He's big Briggs now. Big Briggs.
He big Briggs. He big understanding Briggs. Anyway, but let me just go ahead and talk about this. You said without talking about Starfield, right?
That's a fact.
Everything that when they said to not lower your expectations, they fulfilled that because I know that there was a lot of things Killer Instinct 2 was something that I was over here hoping to see and things like that. And I know that there was Gear 6. I know that there was games that weren't presented that people thought of, but everything that they showed, even if you didn't want the biggest fan of Immortals 33, it was unique. It was done well, polished, the flow, everything, just right off the bat. When you knew the first 3 games had you thinking to yourself, I know everybody was thinking this, even the people who talk bad about the show or whatever. Damn, Xbox come to play. They came to play today. Fable, absolutely stunning. I was wondering when me and Don talked about it, I don't know what they're going to do with it graphically. Bro,
is it me or is K Mega?
No, it ain't just you. It's K Mega having some internet issues right now.
Am I buying? Okay.
This is like internet issues. It wasn't even the same as the other thing previously. K Mega down.
Briggs, get your big ass on that treadmill and start the internet up.
Hey, okay. Am I good now?
Yeah, you good.
Now? Okay, all right. I don't even know what was going on there. All right, so, Xbox delivered on all facets. Only thing I could just tell you is that if the leaks of the Persona games didn't come out, just think about how much better that this show would have been. It was just absolutely just great, just to see all of this variety. I'm really, really excited about South of Midnight. I mean, I know that art style, it might not be for some, and maybe, is this an indie or is this, no, that's a AAA game. But the fact of everything, if you read into that game, of how much it's going, how different and unique it's going to be, and how it's going to relate to the folk tales of the stories in the South, and all of that, that's going to be absolutely bonkers. I've been talking about that Compulsion game for a while. Can't wait to see what it is. And then on top of it, it's like it's going to be magic with voodoo, and then of course with music, which you got blues. You're going to have folk music. Then you're going to have the other traditional South music, gospel. Bro, that it's going to be something special on the wavelength, if not higher than what we've got from High Five Rush. Clockwork Revolution. I mean, what can you say, man? I know that there's people that's trying to say that it's copying off of BioShock Infinite or whatever. No, it has its own type of style. It's just taking steampunk and doing something great with it. I'm really stoked about that. Even the games that you would probably look at from some people would look at it and say, oh man, we don't need to see another Sea of Thieves. We don't need to see Overwatch, or we don't need to see this and that. Put this in perspective. Sea of Thieves was holding it down for Xbox in Xbox's worst moments. You know what I'm saying? Sea of Thieves was that game that was keeping people.
Ask your question, K Mega, real quick.
Yeah, yes, sir. Go ahead.
35 million people can't be wrong.
No, and that's what I'm trying to explain.
That's
Sea
it.
of Thieves. Sea of Thieves. Yeah, Sea of Thieves has just been holding it down, and it keeps
still
getting
is
better and better and better and better. And then adding a classic when you got Monkey Island, that just adds to the esteem of how big Sea of Thieves is. Like, I mean, if this was some kind of Rudy Boot game, then Monkey Island wouldn't even be nothing associated with it. So that's, you got to put that in perspective. Overwatch is Overwatch. It's a big, massive game. It's got story mode, all of that other stuff. But I mean, just all the content that they showed, and it was so much diversity within that content. It wasn't the same thing. You wanted your you wanted your big power graphic titles. That it was there. You wanted something that was small or cool, maybe something that just kind of you just want to play. That was kind of just easy going. That game that I think that it was called John or something. The one where you climb the mountains or whatever. Beautiful looking game. Looked like it's one of those games.
Dope.
Like,
yeah, had like some different type of things that you do, and it would swing in and grabbing. Like
wait.
That was pretty dope.
Tears of the Sun. Is that the Tears of the Sun beta with great graphics? My bad.
Well, no, I got you.
Oh,
stop. Be a Bessie. All right, man. Boy, oh, man. That's all they say. Oh, man. But yeah, no, the game was beautiful. But see, what people don't understand, if you play these big titles like I do and others, you want to decompress. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you want to get into a shooter, and sometimes you're not in them, or a fighter or something like that. And sometimes you just don't want to be in a competitive mode. You just want to play something to get you like just back into game mode, so to get you wound back up to get back to playing the next big title or whatever. And that's what that game is, you know, and that's what and those games are very much needed. Like, I mean, what can you say about Xbox showing Persona and Yakuza? I mean, just last gen, we were just talking about how these games, how we were needing these games, how Xbox needs to show that they need that Japanese support to try to bring in, you know, to get these JRPGs in. They're doing that. So if anybody has any complaints about anything that was shown, then I don't know if you're really truly a gamer, in my opinion, because they hit on every level. And my last point, I know that there was more games shown, but man, my God, I've tried to tell people about Ninja Theory and how I covet them and how I feel that Ninja Theory is about what is all said and done, that they're going to be in the upper echelon with the turn 10s, with the 343s. Matter of fact, they might be above 343 already with the coalitions, with the playground games, because when they're done with their portfolio of what we're going to see from them, you are going to be a believer. Ninja Theory is going to be that studio that people are going to start labeling up there with the Santa Monicas, with the Bethesdas, and all of them, with the greatest of the great. Hellblade 2 is going to be a masterpiece. Trust me on that.
That's fantastic. And what I want to do before Lemon continues, I just want to shout out the chat. I see a bunch of y'all showing up. Appreciate it. Mishi P. Rowe, Big Mad Mo, Stanley Francois, Hard Days Mike, continue down the Cult Classic Cage, Graphics God, Blind Giant, Jacob Novak. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Make sure y'all hit that like button and whatnot. Share this out. Let people know that we're live. We're doing our thing. I'm on my fucking bullshit right now. I am not gonna keep walking softly around these motherfuckers over here, because these motherfuckers will keep it real for their own platform and then tap on mine. I'm doing my best to keep it real with both PlayStation and Xbox. I gave the PlayStation Showcase, as dog shit as that was, a 6. I gave that a fucking 6. And then I see these same motherfuckers out here giving the PlayStation Showcase a 5 or 6, as they should, but then turn around and give an Xbox Showcase a 5, as if that's fucking real. As if that makes sense. As if I can't just name 3 of the games on that showcase and it ruined the entire PlayStation Showcase. But before I continue, Lemon, please take the wheel.
Oh no, I like this Ham Solo. I like this fuckery. I love it. Because you know what? They done pissed you off so bad, they done turned you from Mr. Nice Guy to Lemetius Jr. I'm fucking with you right now. And eat that! Goddamn ponies, your stands, your pony bots, and Listen, let me say this for the record. Let me keep saying this. Microsoft did not have to beat out Sony. What they did have to do is show the Xbox community faith into the brand and bringing that fire after spending all those billions of dollars. Did they not show us first party bangers from the jump? Bangers. Yes, they did. Of course, we get third party support. I don't care about Persona. I don't care about the Star Wars game, because when something says PlayStation Showcase, Xbox Showcase, Nintendo Showcase, what do we look for? Do we look for games that's going to be on other consoles? No. We don't look for games. We look for the games that what them first party is bringing to the table. They hit that checkbox. Boom, that's what we needed. Not only did they do that, they have been pushing Game Pass since 2017. And they showed you huge support in the service from third party and, of course, first party, because everything is day and date. They knocked it out the ballpark. And let me tell you what else they did. They didn't fucking talk us to death. We seen Sarah Bond for about 2 hot minutes. We seen Phil for 2 hot minutes.
Hot minutes. Hot minutes. Woo.
Banger after banger after banger. Anybody who had a problem with the showcase, nobody fucking cares. You don't even mean nothing. I bet you exclusives matters now. I bet you it does. Because now we see what these studios have been doing. Because you got all these fake ass insiders. Oh, I heard this. Snake Eater's exclusive to PlayStation. We don't even want to go there. We got the frame rate gangsters with the $10 TVs. Gangsters. Y'all all been buffooned. We have people saying, oh, I want to see gameplay. What the hell you think Fable was? That was gameplay. Oh, no, that was CG. On that $10 TV. It may look like that. But not in that high 4K 60 fidelity that we all watched it in. Who on this panel rewatched that? Because I started last night. I was just passed out. But I started last night to get the whole, I want to soak it in like a sponge. And my faith has been restored in the brand. Because I've been defending them like the rest of everybody else. But I said that this week's video, if Microsoft didn't show up to the table, y'all would think I'll switch sides, because I was going to tear some new ass out here. Because it's about time you show us what you be talking about, what these games are being made. I don't want to hear Avowed. I want to see something. I want to see Fable. And not only did they hit those check boxes of covering those games, they hit us with 2 new titles on top of that we ain't never heard of. So that's what they presented. It was an excellent show. Anybody that went up there on Twitter, which don't even matter what you say, I always say, stop making these people more important than what they are, because everybody have opinion like assholes. But I'm gonna say this. Anybody didn't respect that show, you're a fucking hater. And I'm glad you hating. That means Microsoft did the shit right.
Right.
Because if y'all was congratulating it, they didn't do shit. My godfather used to always tell me, people used to hate me in basketball. Hate me. He said they didn't want to play against you, and they used to say, yo, he ain't that good. And he said, when you got those type of people cheering against you, you're doing the right shit. So, shout out to Microsoft. That super team out there. I ain't gonna say Phil Spencer, because there's so many pieces of cogs to make that engine work. The team at Xbox has done an immaculate job. Now, what you need to do is continue it. We got dates. 2024 is looking amazing. Oh, my God. And it's just the beginning. They just purchased these studios in 2018. 5 years later, look. Look. Oh, Activision deal going through. Oh, it's the onslaught. It's coming.
Oh, we'll talk about that here in just a little bit. But let me get on my bullshit real quick, because what I need to just go what I need to do is just give y'all a quick little checklist of some bullshit that we've been told for the last few years. All right. So Xbox needs to get more third-party deals. Xbox needs to get more Japanese games. Oh man, Atlas is outside. In fact, they announced their brand new IP with Xbox. On top of that, Yakuza. Oh, Sega is in love with Xbox right now. Oh wait, but how about other third-party deals? You mean like Star Wars Outlaws? How about Cyberpunk? I'm just saying. You told me that we need some third party. Oh, but the first party Xbox has no games. I haven't heard nobody say that shit. It's been a while since I heard anybody stand on that fucking stage and say Xbox has no games and have it make sense. Xbox doesn't take care of their developers. What the fuck is Flight Simulator then? I'm just saying. They literally just showed you that they could build the base and then build on top of it. People that were not interested in Flight Simulator at all are looking at that game like, what the fuck is going on here?
All right.
Did you peep the missions? The missions?
Bro, there's missions. There's like flying races in it. That's gonna be bro, so much. Oh, how
and
about
you failed to mention that is the best looking game that was shown?
Biggest played franchise ever, pretty much.
This was a bad showcase, but we ain't seen no movies. There was no movies.
Oh shit!
There was no streaming device. We gave you real hardware.
Oh, this man brought man. God damn it! I gotta protect myself, Lord. This boy.
We gave you fucking real hardware, and then you're gonna be like, "Oh man, this dog shit, this dog shit, this dog shit." Who are you fucking telling? Why don't you go and check out Jeff Keighley's page on rating the showcases? Let's go on ahead and start out with Sony. What happened with the Sony showcase? All right, what was the Sony showcase rated? Let's go on ahead and check that fucking shit out right now.
Wait, hold up, Ham. The best game in there is Foam Stars. You don't want to take bubble baths with your buddies online?
Man, come on, man. Damn. I didn't think it was good. Man, it's still early in the
They
day.
went Dougie Fresh on you so I could take a bubble bath.
What would you, right here, what would you rate the Sony showcase? 156 or 58,000 people voted. The highest rating was a C.
Damn. Why it was a C?
You know what was an A? 14%. 14% was rated for the A. Completely capped. All right. Hey, how about Jeff Keighley's own showcase? How about Jeff's own showcase?
Oh, don't do that.
I mean, if we want to hear the streets talk, right? Because I mean, everyone wants to believe these fucking fictitious ass people out here just capping because they salty. What was the Summer Game Fest? Oh, I got you, sweetie. I love you too. Let's see. Yeah. So the Summer Game Fest got a B. 36% at a B. What was the A? 17% of the people chose A.
That was the Xbox guys that liked the games that was coming to their console.
Oh no! Oh man, come on.
Last but not least, let's continue to let the streets talk. How would you grade the Xbox Showcase today? 140,000 people voted. What was the D rating? A 7.7%. So ain't nobody hearing that bullshit about 5 or 4 out of 10. No one's believing that. How about the C rating?
Crazy.
Like PlayStation Showcase got. How about the C rating? What was the percentage on that? 10.4. Because still, no one's buying the bullshit that it sucked. Let me go on ahead and tell you what that A rating is. That A rating is a 52.7%.
On Jeff Keighley's channel, right?
On Keighley.
These are all Jeff Keighley. These are all Jeff Keighley's. What is it called?
His poll.
Yeah. All of his polls that he had for each of the showcase. Who ended up on top? Who told you that the Xbox Showcase was going to be the best? Me. I did. Who told you PlayStation Showcase was going to be better? A bunch of fucking ponies and gas. So I don't want to hear this bullshit now that it sucks because the streets is telling me, and what my eyes just fucking told me is that I just got done watching one of the best showcases of all time.
Damn it, talk that shit. Lord, don't let me get started.
I ain't never seen a showcase better than this in my life from nobody.
I don't want to get filthy. I'm trying to be the
Nobody. No.
I want one motherfucker. I want one motherfucker in this chat to let me know. I want one motherfucker in this chat to let me know at what moment they got bored during the Starfield Direct. Because I watched 45 minutes of that shit and I didn't yawn not once.
You hear anybody say they were bored watching that?
I don't see nobody complaining on Twitter or anything saying, man, that Starfield Direct part was too much. That was too much information. I couldn't handle that. They should have showed more stuff instead of that. I don't hear nobody saying that. I hear bitches talking about 30 frames is terrible when they really just got selective hearing. How long have me, Lemon, K-Mega been telling y'all motherfuckers that 30 FPS ain't going nowhere? It's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow. Sure. Would I like 60 FPS? Absolutely. Am I going to get it with every game? Probably not. How about the scale? Don't you come in here talking about, oh, but Spider-Man. Spider-Man is in one motherfucking city that they've been playing on for now the third fucking time. Get out of here with that garbage.
Damn, Brooklyn. Woo.
You let me know when Peter Parker's fucking slinging webs on Mars. Let me fucking know.
Somebody was slinging something. It was Microsoft. They was slinging that thing, giving you that.
Damn.
That's what they were slinging.
God.
They were slinging.
I'm just saying.
Take that.
I mean, I apologize for being so goddamn frustrated and irritated. To anybody that's come to my channel and did not expect this, I'm just saying, I'm just sick and tired of the bullshit. I'm just sick and tired of the bullshit. Y'all act like I'm just saying, people want to pretend like something's that is clearly dope is hard to look at, but yet the one thing that's really actually hard to look at, y'all giving it a pass. It's fine. It's good. It's great. Fuck out of here. Get real. But anyways, let's go on ahead and talk about Starfield while we're at it right now. K-Mega, please, go on ahead and let me know what you've been thinking about the Direct, what you've seen, what got you excited. Go on ahead, brother.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna have my moment with that 3060 frames. That's what I'm holding on to. I mean, but you're almost about to let me get just right as ignorant as everybody else in here, and I'm loving every bit of the slander. God damn it! But let's talk about this, man. Okay, so I was on the fence for Starfield because everybody was talking about it, and I don't want to be one of those people that jump on the bandwagon just because other people have jumped on the bandwagon. I need to know something. I need to see it. So when they were showing the door, and they were like, "Oh my God, Starfield," I'm like, "Bro, no, we got to see more than that. There can't just be a door, and then you're talking about what people have been talking about for the last, I don't know, 3-4 years about the game previously." And then when they showed the trailer last year, I was like, okay, this looks like it's got a lot of potential. I'm still not fully there yet, but I know that this has got some true potential. I don't know about being one of the greatest games or ambitious games of all time. I don't know that yet, but still, we'll see when we find out more. This showing of this game, and like you said, Ham, 45 minutes altogether. 45 minutes, it gave me chills of how much is in this game, what you can do with this game, and then what it left you with at the very end of like, oh, you can get powers of some sort. If you find these artifacts, or if you get some kind of something to implement into your suit, you can have like almost Jedi-like powers. What the hell is this game going to be? Like, this game was something that I have never seen in the feat of just like building, space exploration, the atmosphere, but this is one of the best looking character models, and they don't make the best character models out there. But for what they've done, this is some of the best work that I've seen them ever do. So the time and they were ready to release this game even earlier, and give big credit to Matt Booty and Phil and them, or just the Xbox squad, and told them, no, I'm gonna let y'all sit back and cook. Let's just sit back and let this game be the best that it can be and release properly. And so now they're coming out and they're telling you that this is going to be one of the biggest games that they've ever released, bug-free, that you've ever experienced from them. How crazy is that? And let's not talk about the consolation pack that's already sold out. Like, I
couldn't even get it,
bro. I wanted to get
I got it.
Did you, bro?
Yes.
How did you get it? How did you get it?
I had to wait because this game ain't gonna sell, you stupid motherfuckers. You are lying to everybody. I had to wait in fucking line to buy a $300 product.
Bro,
On Best
I
Buy.
was on GameStop site. It never went up in New York, but I know other people it did. I called the district managers. I called because I got them hooked up. They was like, "Yo, we don't know what happened." It never officially hit New York, but Jago got it. Where you got it from, Ham?
Best Buy.
Damn, I tried to go.
I had to wait in line for like 5 minutes to get it.
Yeah,
I felt like I was getting a GPU all over again. I was like, what is happening here?
Wow.
Yo, I didn't even get it. And I buy collectors all day. I didn't get it. My feelings is hurt. I'm gonna have to pull some strings for that and Mortal Kombat. I didn't get either one.
Yeah. I want to watch so bad. So now it's like, well, I'm just going to have to wait eventually after a while because it's gone. It's gone. And
You'd be able to eBay it for a jerky price.
Right, yeah. Well, I'm not. No, I'm not.
I'm not doing that.
Like that.
It ain't that serious.
I don't want the consolation prize like that.
Right.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
ain't that bad.
But when I was looking, I was like, okay, man, we're Friday. You know what I'm saying? I get paid. I'm gonna go ahead and cop it. And I just fit it in the budget. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really my game budget. So I was just like, no, I'll just go ahead and cop it because I really want it. That watch looked absolutely incredible. I want to get it. So I looked at it and I looked at seeing the Steam sales because I'm like, just curiosity. Like, is this game, because Bethesda games are really, really, really popular on PC. It was number 2 already. And it was and the game that was ahead of it was Counter-Strike, a free-to-play game that has been an all-time classic for PC gamers. I looked today, Starfield is number 1. So that's when I was like, okay, let me go look immediately. Right before I went to go to the doctor this morning, and that shit was gone out of there. I went to 3 different places to check, sold out. So put that in perspective of how crazy this game is going to be. And there's people that's telling me that even on Xbox, it seems like the pre-orders are high. Now, I don't know that for a fact, but you would assume. Then add this nugget to it. It's going to be on Game Pass. This game is going to be ridiculous. It's going to be everywhere. It's going to piss off every last stand out there because of the fact that this game was potentially supposed to be coming to the PlayStation, and it's not going. It's one of the got you moves that Xbox has hit with Sony that we've ever seen, because Sony has been doing it to Xbox for quite a while now, and it's never seen. And anytime that Xbox got something that Sony had, nobody really thought about it in a sense. People tried to think about Redfall, and then Redfall fell on its face. That was a disaster. But this is going to deliver. This game has too much sauce for it to not deliver. I mean, the backing behind it is insane. Everything that you can do in this game. Listen, I'm going to be a space thug. I'm going to be a space pleasure thug. I'm going to be I'm going to be an outlaw, and I'm going to be in Pleasure City all the damn time. So when you go and see, if that game ever has an online or anything like that, you can visit somebody, all you need to know is that where I'm going to be is in Pleasure goddamn City. That's where I'm going to be. I'm going to go out in the outskirts, go rob somebody, and then I'm coming back to Pleasure City. That's where K Mega going to be. I'm going to have my neon on with my black outfit, looking like I don't know, but whatever the case may be, I'm going to be looking crazy and having a good time doing it. I am so hyped for this game. It is crazy. And I asked this question, and I asked this last night. I asked you guys this question too. Do you think that this game has the potential to dethrone Zelda for Game of the Year? Because already you can tell that this game is a Game of the Year material right from the get. What do you guys think?
Yep.
Absolutely.
I said it on Iron Lords. Yep.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We talking about one of the greatest RPG makers in the world. We talking about somebody that sold you Skyrim 3 or 4 different goddamn times.
Hell, I would say 5, yeah. And I bought it 3 times.
People are still playing Skyrim today.
Yeah.
When people say, "Oh, I don't have faith in Starfield," or that's just because they need to hear themselves talk. Right? That's because they need to hear themselves talk. We know what the hell this dude do. He's not on every game in Bethesda. He's not, he is the head of Bethesda, and he only directs like 3 games. Right?
Yep.
And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing that this man is getting out there giving us this stuff. I'm excited. And of course it's gonna be Game of the Year contender. Zelda got some flaws, baby.
Oh yeah, no, but see, they're gonna overlook those flaws. But every flaw for Starfield is going to be highlighted. And that's why when we talked about it last night, that I was like, that's why Zelda is gonna get the nod. But I think that Starfield is going to be that good to where it's going to be on Zelda's ass for Game of the Year. I really do. This game has everything that you possibly could want. I mean, I get it now. I get why these writers and everything and all these other journalists and gamers and content creators and people that was back behind that knew about this game talked about this game with so much acclaim. But what bothers me though is the whole 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second. I can't hold it no longer. I know that I can't hold it. I'm going to just give a little tidbit on this. The devs are trying to educate you people. If you're all about this damn 30, 60 frames per second talk, stop listening to these shade tree ass wannabe Digital Foundry motherfuckers out here and pay attention to what the true people who work on these games are telling you. Listen to them. Don't listen to some content creator that sits there and just shows some shit for clicks. Howard told you, I don't know how many times look, these devs has told you a million times, listen, we want to make sure that these games play at a certain level, and we want these games and stability is the most important thing when it comes to frames, not the speed of it. Don't let these PC guys come into the console space and tell you how you should game. Because these were the same people that were telling you that 1080p would made you a better gamer. They were the same people that was telling you DRM was horrible, but then yet they always brag about goddamn Steam. And that is a DRM goddamn cesspool. Big.
You cutting.
Sorry. Okay, y'all, because I'm getting too loud. That's why I got calm down. Even with the DRM, even with the when you're looking at the requirements, you're going to need an SSD. That's shown right there. You're going to need an SSD for this game. And even if you don't have I would say a 3090 and up, good luck on trying to think you're going to be playing this game over 30 frames, or you might be playing it maybe at 60 frames, but you're going to be probably playing it at 720p.
You won't be playing at that high fidelity that you think you're paying for. I'll tell you that.
Right. So you're
gonna play it at 60, but what resolution and what settings?
What cost?
Because the average person don't have a beastly PC. Let's just keep it gangster here.
Right. So
again,
when
you go ahead.
Go ahead. No. So again, when you come out here and you start talking about Xbox and this is our consoles. You paid $500 for an Xbox. You paid $300 for an Xbox. You paid $500 for a PlayStation. You paid $400, or you paid $550. That shit does not equate to what these fools are out here telling you and misleading you and making you regurgitate that fuckery for no reason. You know how much I pay for my PC? $4,500. And I didn't even get the most top end graphics card. I got a 4080, not a 4090.
I ain't hearing you.
Oh, what you talking? You ain't hearing me?
Nah.
You can't hear me?
Nah, I can.
Okay. Okay. Whatever. But the point of matter. Let me go ahead and stop it then. Starfield is going to be a game that's going to be absolutely incredible, and it could be one of those games that will be the game of the generation. It's that damn good. You don't sit here and watch through 45 minutes and still be captivated from it. You can't tell me when people kind of compare Horizon Forbidden West, like what Han was telling me earlier, was that they're trying because the game looks pretty. How long what was the longest that we got showing their game? Did they do a state of play? I don't even think they did a full state of play of Horizon Forbidden West. I think the best we got was like 10, 15 minutes max. They gave you 45 minutes and nobody came out saying that they were bored after watching Starfield. Now, they may say that it's not their type of game, but because of the fact that it's on Game Pass, people were going to give it Game Pass PC and Game Pass on a console. People are going to give it some run. And I think that game is going to have the potential to be one of those games that's going to be one of the best of the year and one of the games of the generation. I think it's going to be that good. And come and holler at me if they do online at Pleasure City.
Mega.
Yes,
I'm in the middle of doing something. I think I'm gonna text your phone, so just go look.
All right, cool.
I'm sorry. I'm working here, people. That's what we do outside in these streets.
Man, I'm gonna go ahead and take the mantle while y'all busy doing whatever the fuck. Like straight up.
I'm taking
straight up. I'm just gonna go on ahead and bring it out. I'm gonna go on ahead and bring it out. We talking about Starfield completely now at this point. And I'm telling you, people out here are super, super illiterate when it comes to talking about games and stuff like that. It's just like, God damn, you just got done watching 45 minutes and you barely, if even, seen the same thing twice in that whole trailer. We got motherfuckers building Voltron to fly off in. You got worlds on worlds on worlds, galaxies all over the fucking place. You really think you're gonna fucking sit here and compare Horizon or Spider-Man to that shit?
Yeah.
I don't understand how that even works. If you don't like 30 frames, me, K Mega, and Lemon been telling you, get your ass a PC because it ain't going nowhere.
It ain't going nowhere. Nowhere.
Bro, even a Santa Monica fucking even a Sony Santa Monica dev had to come outside and be like, yo, bro, they're doing what they want to do, and I see why they're doing it because of the scope of the game. Let me go on ahead and pull this up real quick. Somebody that's been around for years talking about games and shit. Hold on a second. Hold on a goddamn second. Because I'm right here. Gene Park replying because everybody and their mama tripping about fucking Starfield. Fake outrage. Gene said, thinking Horizon is a vastly more complex world just shows the level of ignorance. Gorgeous game, but not a complex world. Heck, Assassin's Creed games are more complex than Horizon Forbidden West. I just don't think these motherfuckers know what they're talking about out here.
They talk with their emotions and console feelings.
It doesn't work.
That's why they feel. That's why they sound stupid.
I mean, some of these people are the same ones that were port begging for this game not that long ago.
Yes, sir.
How about J-Dub, somebody that I just had on my goddamn show out here capping? He got like 40 fucking tweets talking about Starfield in 30 FPS. This is the same dude that was saying that it's going to be exclusive to PlayStation. Showing a whole bomb blowing up. And it's going to PlayStation. I asked him yesterday, did you if this came to PlayStation, what would you expect? Would you think it'd be all of a sudden 60 FPS? Just because it's on that big ass white monster? It isn't. They're doing what in fact, I think if it was going to PlayStation, this game would have been out already and it wouldn't have been as good.
Oh, shit.
That's my opinion on the shit.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
I'm just so tired of people saying one thing is okay over on their side. They ain't got no problem watching a cinematic trailer of their own that shows TV. But as soon as they pop up on the Xbox showcase, they got a problem with a game being 30 FPS that looks like it's finna eat fucking shit up.
I thought this was 2013, Ham. I thought it was 2013. TV.
Well, think about this. I mean, do you think people really care about the 30 frames? Because this game is selling everywhere.
Did people care about Redfall sales, even though it was a commercial success?
Oh,
okay.
No,
it's the hardcore that talk this 30 and 60. The casuals don't care.
Listen, this is the biggest situation right here that when you know that these people are on some bullshit. When they were out here trying to avoid to talk about Plague's Tale Requiem being 30 frames per second. And then they try to put all their venom on Gotham Knights. That tells you right there that these people don't have the same energy. They don't keep it. Because if you're going to be consistent, then you have to stay consistent. You can't do that. And that to me is where this whole situation, listen, Todd Howard told you multiple times that the game is going to be 30 frames per second on console. And it's going to be very limiting for people who doesn't have an higher graphics card on PC. You know what I'm saying? Because, and listen, there's going to be sacrifices. Listen, console gamers are graphic whores. PC gamers care about frames. That's the facts. If you want frames, then you should be just jumping on PC. Xbox is giving you the green light back in 2016 to do that.
No, but they can't afford that PC life with the Xbox and PlayStation 5 fidelity.
Bro, listen. And listen, so, and like I told Ham earlier,
It's a lot of
and
money.
and like I've said, like this is that look, when you come out and you start telling people, well, this game's going to be 60 frames per second, there's going to be some people that's going to cheer. But then when they say that game is 1440p or 1080p, you're going to have the masses really upset because these people are going to say, look, I didn't buy this 4K television. I didn't buy this LG. I didn't buy this Samsung. I didn't buy this Hisense. I didn't buy this Vizio. I didn't buy whatever. However your budget is on whatever television that you got that's 4K with HDR, with all the bells and whistles, you didn't pay that money to play a game at 1080p or even 1440p. Console gamers just don't deal with that. So again, when we looked at how beautiful that game looked, and like I went back to watched the showcase 3 different times, and I mean from beginning to end, so that even the direct, all 3 times. And I kept coming back and saying, God dang, boy, they really did a lot of great upgrades to Starfield. And this game looks so damn good. In order for you to have that type of thing on PC, you're going to have to pay for it. If you want a console to sit here and do that, listen, if they make a console to where you can get 4K 60 for every game, that console is not going to be $500. God, I'm going to tell you. I mean, what the 40 series cards give you is they're like 2, maybe even 3 generations ahead of what consoles are right now.
Mm-hmm. Preach.
So it's not so let's stop listening to people trying to tell you that everything needs to be 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, especially when this game is not, it doesn't have any online play. This is a single player experience. And what single player experience give you is a game that you want to see at its best. So when you show those pictures or when you show that gameplay or whatever, you're showing it looking at its best, not running at its best. Because if all that matters is if that frame rate is smooth, that is all that matters with a single player experience.
Can I tell you something? Can I tell you a secret, King Mega?
Go ahead, brother.
And Ham, let me tell you something. I play Forza at 30.
Oh, I know a lot of people do. I play a lot of.
I'm a graphics whore. Please put me on that corner and let me get your money.
Yeah.
I'm a whore for goddamn graphics.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now, Lemon. I am not. I'll play a performance mode of a game, but what I'm not gonna do is have a hissy fit, scream like a little bitch on fucking Twitter, and act like the devs need to hop on their fucking horse and do what I fucking say. I'm not finna step up to a $1 trillion company and tell them they need to listen to fucking me.
Mm-hmm.
They've been out here doing this shit for years. Hey, I want a performance mode as bad as the next person of it. But yo, if this is their vision, who the fuck am I to tell them what to do?
Bro,
say that again. Say that one more time.
Say that one more time. Say it, please.
If this is their vision, who the fuck am I to tell them what to do?
So, for instance, when the dev from Square Enix for Final Fantasy 16 tells me this is their vision, deal with it, and then their fan base tells me and others to deal with it, how I deal with it. Hey, me, you, Lemon, PK, others out there, we got a solution on how we're going to deal with it. So if that's the same thing, that if those people feel that same way with Starfield, then do the same thing. But the problem is that they're going to get you regardless. That's why Microsoft has got your ass, because even though you might stick with your wallet, like, man, I'm not playing no 30 frames per second game. That Game Pass is going to get you supported Game Pass and you're paying in that Game Pass, you're going to download that game anyway.
Well, how about this? You just take your ass a step to the side, and when everybody start posting their great videos and clips, and you looking like this, oh, I should have. I think I'm gonna go play now. I think I'm gonna be part of this because this looks amazing.
First that's gonna happen.
30 frames can be equal to 60. It depends on the developer.
Right.
Let's get down to the facts. The masters of 30 frames is Bungie.
Well, they'll fool you into thinking that you playing 60.
No, right. Bungie. First Halo, 30 frames. goddamn Destiny was played 4K 30 for years. Nobody said nothing. Oh, it was last gen. No, didn't anybody say, oh, this is unplayable because it's 30 frames? I don't care if it was last gen. Was it unplayable at 30 frames? Could you not put those cross sights on your target? Yes. Did you have any problems with that? No. Wolfenstein 3D. Far Cry. Did you have a problem shooting in any of the games we mentioned? Or I'm mentioning? No.
Nope.
I'm going to name a racing game. It's acclaimed. Oh my God, it was amazing. It was 30. Nobody said nothing. Project Gotham Racing. 30 frames per second. Every developer cannot do 30 frames well, but the top end developers, Bungies, the Bethesdas, oh, they got that. It's not about the frames. It's about the developer behind it. Did you see how smooth that gameplay was playing?
Yep.
It was a 30-frame game running in a 60-frame feed. It's supposed to get exposed. And how did that game look? Did you see hiccups? Did you see stuttering? Did you see any of that? No, you didn't. Because you know what happens with 60 frames with a huge game like this? Dude's like, oh, but this game, it ain't 30 frames. Yeah, guess what? It ain't as open as vast as this game either. Because when you double it, you're going to get popping. You're going to get texture popping. It's going to be bad. You can have a high-end PC. Let me ask you a question. Redfall was made at 30 frames in Target. How about all them dudes with my high-end PCs still couldn't get the game to run good? How about that?
That's a fact.
So
I was having
couldn't even
issues with that game.
You couldn't even hardware force it. You cannot tell Picasso, don't paint it like that. People not gonna like it. This is my fucking vision, idiot. Everybody's different. Some developers want to give you performance. I told you, I clipped it. I 50 cent petty jaw asses, and I clipped it online. What this man said. All of y'all and your feelings on your podcast. Most of y'all got podcasts just to hear yourself talk your own bullshit and convince you that you know what you talk about when the fuck you do not, because you don't want to listen to the facts. You want to make it be a selfish issue, and you want to say, well, I think this generation, everything should be 60. Motherfucker, there's 30 frame games on PC that should be 30 frames. Just because you could force it into 60, that don't mean it's running good. The average PC that people out there, we all know the most popular graphic card for the last two generations has been the 3050. It's a fucking 1080p graphic card. So if you take that graphic card and you double this fucking game, you're not even playing at 1080p. Maybe on super low settings. What are we talking about? Everybody act like everybody out here with 4090s and 3090s. Frauds. The biggest money maker for NVIDIA is the 1080p cards. Not even the 1440p cards. Capable cards, let me say. So all this stuff that we're going back and forth and you want to determine what a developer's supposed to do, how about you do some fucking footwork like some of these people on this panel and fucking talk to a dev. And I guarantee you, you will never be the same. Because going in as a gamer, you do not understand how this shit works. You talking your opinion and what you feel. There's going to be 60 frame games. They brought out a fucking fighting game today and it was 30 frames. I'm giving it smoke. That's a fighting game. Right? If you got a multiplayer shooter, let Call of Duty, one of my favorite games I play every fucking day, come out at 30 frames. I got a fucking problem. I got a problem. And I play that in 120. Let's be real here. You don't talk what you know. You talk with your feelings. You preach. Idiots is console warring. You watch a great show and still say stupid shit, I'm blocking you. You'll never be on Dragon's Den if you're a fucking content creator. I don't talk to idiots. I have discussions with gamers, not idiots. I don't care what platform you got they nuts on your chin. I don't care. What I'm telling you is I talk gaming. And I've been telling you and telling you and telling you. And who y'all listen to? The fake rumor report motherfuckers. The ones stroking your backs. Oh, yes. No. Yo, that showcase for PlayStation was fantastic. I missed the spot. Let me get this for you. I'm not fucking doing that to you. I'm not doing it for you.
Right. Oh,
I'm
did
a
anybody?
fucking preach. And
Yeah.
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. You know what I'm saying? Keep that for a hot second. Because I forgot to mention, and I seen somebody say it in the chat about the Final Fantasy 16 performance mode. All over the place, hitting 40 frames per second. That shit was not hitting 60. And we're talking about it's exclusive only on the PlayStation 5. It's not even on the PC.
You listen, you try to play Final Fantasy at 60 frames, good luck. We all seen how 15 played, and I'm a 15 junkie. Well, I X that company for other reasons. But what I'm saying is, let me say this too. K-Mega, did you do your due diligence?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, let me announce this right now. First of all, my Asu Rock Alley will be here tomorrow. They gave me my confirmation before the show. And my man Ham Solo said he had to wait in line at Best Buy. So you know what your boy Lemon did? I said, you know what? Let me try this again. So I went to the Bethesda site to pre-order Starfield, the Ultimate Edition, or the Constellation Edition. So that's what I was typing. And I ain't say it out loud because I wanted my boy K-Mega to be next in line.
Yeah.
Go pre-order. If you want it, go to Bethesda right now. Exclusive on TSWS. God damn it. Go get that. 'Cause your boy Lemon is confirmed.
Well, I tell you what.
Thank you.
No problem, bro. No problem, bro.
Gave me life.
One more thing that I wanted to talk about before we get ready to get going, because we've been here for a little over an hour now. It's been fantastic. Getting a lot of bars off, getting a lot of frustration out. But anyways, I want to hear what your guys' thoughts, because here it is resurfacing again. Right after the showcase, all these showcases, right back into this CMA, FTC, Activision Blizzard. It's all over the place on Twitter today. Have any of you guys got to check any of that stuff out?
Yes.
I'm going to say this.
Yes, I've seen some of it. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to say this. Shout out to your boy Lemon. And I'm going to fucking give myself flowers. When I fucking told y'all, oh no, I ain't fucking petty, I'm right. When I said this last year, I said, listen, they technically cannot stop Microsoft from doing shit. Because they could technically, because this is what happens when you do your due diligence and do your fucking homework on these regulators. Had this conversation with K-Mega and Ham Solo. I said, technically, they could just pull their fucking services out, or whoever don't want to be down, go fuck yourself. People said I was crazy. They said, oh, how he know? Because I'm not a locker room lawyer like some of y'all dudes. I actually read. I don't go to spaces and make, look, this is a great day. When the CMA blocked it, I said, y'all dudes is dumb because they can pull it out. Y'all should stop. Y'all should read, take some time and do some homework. Do your due diligence and learn what these regulatory bodies' jobs are and what some of their consequences on the decisions are. 40 countries can't be wrong versus 1 and 2. FTC is not going to win. They only want to go to court. They trying to avoid all that shit. Because they know they're going to lose, like they usually do. But the CMA, they're fucking this big. Y'all like fucking, you got the fucking Napoleon complex. Y'all this big. So Microsoft is willing to pull jobs and services and business technology out of your country. This big. This big. Y'all not that important. They could take that hit. It's a PlayStation territory. People say, oh, they PlayStation territory anyway. Yeah, if they buy Activision Blizzard, dumbass. Who owns it? You got to fucking think before you talk. Stop thinking with your console war feelings because you really regurgitate. And I've been saying this on GRG forever. You know when you type shit, it basically shows your intelligence on the shit that you say. See, I stand by the shit I say because I do my homework. I don't just talk. I don't care what Xbox makes financially. I technically want the ABK deal to go through so fucking Call of Duty survives. Period. I'm not like the rest of you. I don't give fucking if Sony bought it. I don't give a fuck. I got a PlayStation. And I got some shit 99% of y'all don't got. You fucking brag about VR and y'all ain't buy it. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out. Stop fucking talking about this CMA shit. Half you motherfuckers can't pay your car notes. Y'all worrying about $1 trillion companies. Man, get the fuck out of here.
That's why my shit is paid off. Both of my cars.
Get it out the way, right?
Yeah, get it out the way.
Shit.
Listen, man. The reality behind all this is that, like, I mean, look, it did look pretty grim there when CMA. When the CMA went ahead and blocked it because it seemed like the EU was going to follow suit, and it looked like that there was going to be a potential for it to do that there was a potential that it was going to get blocked at that point. But once the EU opened up the gates and said, "Nah, man, we don't even understand what they're doing," and listen, it goes a lot deeper than that because of the fact that of Brexit, like, because this is why I follow politics really heavily and things like that. Like that Brexit deal kind of, and I still think that there's still the EU is still pissed off at the UK for breaking off from the EU because of something that really didn't make any sense. And then what the prime minister at that time, Boris, he got Brexit to go through, and then he bailed out, took the money and ran off because he knew that all shit was going to go left, and he didn't want the heat to come on him, so he went away and passed the buck to somebody else. So I still feel like the EU was like, no. You at one time, England was the head snake on this serpent. Not today. Mm-hmm. You wanted to break off? We're gonna do our thing. There's a lot of potential within this deal. Microsoft is a very, very huge conglomerate company. We are not going to sit here and sacrifice jobs, especially when the economy is in the situation it is worldwide, not even just the United States, worldwide, in fear of inflation, for you to sit here and to hurt us because this deal doesn't, because you're trying to side with a company that has been railroading and fucking all of the other companies that's been trying to get in gaming for decades. This isn't the time for that. This is just true competition. If Sony wanted to buy, if this was Sony trying to buy Activision, I don't think that there would have been anybody in stopping that as well. I think Microsoft would be crying about it, or, rightfully so, because they know that they would be really, really in trouble. But the fact of it is that none of these countries, I think, would have been trying to fight it. So to see the FTC, they're really desiring to get a win, and then the CMA, they're colluding together, they're going to find themselves being in a bad situation. And I believe that later on that Linda Khan is going to be in a position to maybe lose her job, because once all this shit really gets exposed out, it's over. The FTC doesn't have a leg to stand on. They can fine Microsoft, but Microsoft makes so much money, it doesn't matter what the fine is, and they only can cap the fine for so much. It's not like they can cap them for $100 trillion. They can only cap them for whatever that the deal was, and so forth and so forth. So, long story short, this deal looks like it's going through. They're going to try to delay it because Microsoft is already looking like they're going to close this deal in July because they feel they're confident about it. I don't know what New Zealand is going to do. It seemed like New Zealand was a little hesitant for a minute, but I think that they might be on board. But we'll see. But yeah, this is going to expose the FTC for what they're doing, and the CMA has definitely got exposed and just show that they're just not doing what they're supposed to do, because those lawyers that Microsoft got, they're tearing their asses up at the CMA. They just don't look prepared or ready.
All right.
And this will add to it.
My bad. Continue. Okay, Mega. I was going to read something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so Florian Mueller, which is somebody that's been following all of this, and he's been talking quite a bit about it, and he's been pretty right about a lot of different things that's been going on with this whole thing. He put a kind of an overview of what's been kind of going on today. So I'm going to go on ahead and do my best to read that. But he says, after the CNBC story, it really looks like the FTC's motion for a temporary restraining order and preliminary injunction is given and will be filed today. I need to see the motion to comment more specifically, but I have a bit of scheduling conflict because there's a conference speaker. All right, dinner night, blah blah blah. Some great antitrust people, even Mr. Justice. Okay, so why is the FTC doing that now, not before? The FTC said at an early January hearing before its in-house administration law judge that it would seek an injunction from a federal court if Microsoft has clearance for the deal from other jurisdictions. They didn't do it back then because Microsoft was waiting for decision in various key places, particularly the EU. The legal basis here is that there must be an immediate risk of the deal being consummated. If the CMA had cleared, the FTC would probably run to court right thereafter. Now there is the UK situation, but either Microsoft told the FTC that they are going to close over the CMA, or the CMA told the FTC they might settle any moment. In that situation, the FTC needs to go to court. That court must be a federal district court. The media report says it will be a court in California. ABK is headquartered in the central office or central district of California, but Judge Jacqueline Scott Corley in Northern District of California already knows the matter because the class action style Sony supported private lawsuit. If you remember, that got dismissed.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Got dismissed. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Got him.
They should have given me that 10 racks. Donate to the kids in my neighborhood basketball tournaments. But anyway.
This is a lot to read, so keep your eyes or keep your ears open. The FTC's own ALJ cannot order a preliminary injunction. That's why the FTC needs to go to federal district court. This is a difference between the FTC and various other regulators, such as the EU Commission and the UK CMA. The EC and CMA have several months for their investigations, and if they issue a block decision, the acquiree or whatever must appeal those decisions, as Microsoft is doing in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
In the US, however, there's only a short waiting period, up to 2 months, and thereafter the FTC, or if a merger is investigated by the DOJ, then it applies to the DOJ's antitrust division, needs an order from an order from a federal court. A preliminary injunction would take too long if closing could happen in the matter of days. For a PI preliminary injunction, the court has allowed a representative brief by the defendant and an optional reply brief by the movement. It typically also holds a hearing. So in a first step, the FTC needs a temporary restraining order. Okay, and then he describes what a temporary what a TRO is.
It's like FTC's getting assaulted by Microsoft and ABK do. Oh my bad.
He said like a mini personal or what was it? God dang, I'm mixing up my words now.
The injunction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The injunction. So it basically okay, so I'm going to start right here. So it says it is easier to get the TRO than the PI because the TRO, it's basically sufficient that the court wants at least have those 2 weeks to get some briefing and hold hearings. Here, if the deal closes, the whole TRO PI process is pointless. The FTC could keep suing, but it could no longer prevent closing after the fact.
God damn, that right there is that's the line right there. So
Yep.
after those 2 weeks, I said unless after those 2 weeks, the TRO must must either be replaced by the PI or it goes away. So they have to do this every 2 weeks, and taxpayers is not going to keep allowing them to do that. Period.
And
yeah, is they going to allow them to keep doing that?
Let me throw this quick shot in there.
Yeah.
First of all, Lena Khan has got ridiculed by the Congress for trying to stop American business overseas. That's number one. That's a patriotic situation. That becomes personal, right? But I'm gonna say this. You know she's on the Democratic side under Biden.
Right, yeah.
You better hope the Republicans don't win because your ass is out. And this goes away.
Well, she's going to be. I think she's going to be out anyway because they're going to now it's certain because the even though the Republicans they were the ones that did that hearing, it was a bipartisan hearing, and there was Democrats that was in her.
No. But I'm saying she's appointed by Biden's team, right? If he loses, the regime change. You're out of here.
There's no question. There's no question.
You're out of here.
But what I'm saying
this is the first time I might vote for the Republicans.
No, hell no. I'm not. Hell, never.
Wow.
You telling me Trump or DeSantis? Hell no, man. Kick rocks on that. But no.
Yeah.
I'm not going there.
I knew that'd get you open. This afternoon.
Let's keep it moving.
Let's keep it moving on that. But no, the point of the matter is that listen. She's going to get the more that this gets exposed, because after this situation is over, because the FTC is getting investigated as anyway. And
for the abuse of power, like Sony.
By the abuse of power situation. And if there's ties, which it looks like there's ties between the CMA and the FTC.
Oh, there's ties.
That's illegal because they both want that big major win. And since they couldn't beat Meta or Facebook, whatever the hell you want to call them now. And
they couldn't beat anybody in the last 7 courts. Right.
The fact of it is that then they show that collusion. She's going to have to go anyway. And if this comes out around the time of election, man, ain't no Biden and them ain't going to sit there and allow that type of heat.
They're not taking right. Not while they trying to read right.
Yeah, even if there's people out there that don't give a damn about the FTC and CMA and all that other stuff, just the thought of any type of corruption that the Republicans can use against them.
Oh, it's going to be fire.
Out of there. She's going to be going anyway. So, yeah, no, I wouldn't worry about that. But hell no, I'm not. DeSantis? Oh, Lord.
Can I drop some quick information real quick from my Redfall players? There's an official update that's released today, 1.1. It addresses it's an incremental improvements, which means there's going to be multiple improvements to the game. Combat, gameplay, AI, environmental stability, multiplayer accessibility, UI, and various other bug fixes. So if you still like Redfall like I do, go out there and get this update. It might improve the game. I'm definitely going to go try it.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely. Redfall is not a bad game at all.
It's not at all.
It's not a bad game at all. It did launch very poorly.
So did Battlefield, and I love it, right?
So did
Battlefield, right?
Yeah. And
for broken,
I'm gonna need a few more updates, dog.
We talk about for broken. We don't say that name around here, King.
It's really good now.
For broken.
No, stop it. For Spoken is really a solid title. I put them in the same category with Redfall in the sense of people need to play those games to really get a fundamental. I've got over 40 hours into Forspoken. It is a
gameplay.
Good game. Yeah, it's a good game.
I'll wait till I get it to that bargain bin. $10.
Tell anybody that's the thing that's hurting Redfall.
I'm like, I'm like Ham Solo. Yeah, ain't nothing hurting Redfall. We got Game Pass. Commercial success.
I'm saying this is what I'm trying to explain. The $70 price tag for people who don't have Game Pass, and the fact of their launch was absolutely horrendous for both of them. But see, there is no Game Pass for Spoken. So just think about that. Like Game Pass has done a lot of wonders for games that may had a shaky launch. But yeah, no.
You ever heard this line? You ever heard this line?
Mm-hmm.
Rise from the grave. Listen, listen. That's what happened. That's what happened to them developers who made for Broken. Rise from the grave. Yo, they didn't even dissolve them into other studios. Y'all are terminated, Sarah Connor.
Are you serious? Oh, I thought
Yeah. They got rid of them. Whoa. They got their resumes out. Yo, Microsoft will take you and show you how to make a game. Them engineers got that Starfield looking amazing. Amazing. Go check out that Tom Howard interview, how he say Microsoft came in and here I come to save the day.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna watch that. I haven't watched that
Oh,
yet.
it was awesome. 45, another 40-something minutes. Let's go.
Came in here. It said, listen to Midnight Actress versus Forspoken Actress. The chick in Forspoken was trash. She gets better in the game. Trust.
Yo, see, Mega don't like to say the word trash. Let's just keep it real, Mega. He will not do it.
No, I mean, I will. It has to be really, and it was cringe. It was cringe. In the very beginning of that game, it was very cringe. I'm like, oh my god, I don't know if I can get through it because you know what I'm saying. Now, what is trash is Barrett. What my last point on this? Because I know we gotta go.
You guys on this podcast, and y'all better behave, or I'm gonna get you.
We gotta say to us, him. Before we gotta go, we gotta say to us. Anyway,
we should have noticed Square Enix had some bad black issues when they did. I called Kate Megan and said, "Who the fuck did this voiceover,
bro?" And I believe it's a black man, but regardless, anyway, you're absolutely right on that because it was a black man. But this is the thing here, right? What Ross said was absolutely correct. If you read the article about South of Midnight, the person I think that's helped developing it in or directing it in Compulsion Games is a black person, a black woman, I think. I believe in. But
you got that Creole feel, Creole.
But
New Orleans.
They hired they hired black actresses and actors to play the roles, and they even talk to people amongst the communities and organizations and things like that to touch on aspects of how people's accents and things need to be and how they're correlated. Like, that's how you do your work.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
That's how you're supposed to do it. If you're going to do something about somebody in Egypt or in you know what I'm saying, in Scotland or something, you got to put in the work and not just throw in somebody because they have the sound of a black person and then just make it work. I mean, that's you are absolutely right. That is the difference. It's Square Enix is lazy as hell.
They gotta
Luminous.
For anybody's culture, you gotta respect the culture, right? Shout out to my man Clowns over there in 4GQ TV. We did an interview with a female voice actress. She's pretty popular, right? And it was crazy. She jumped into conversations talking about the racism, and the sexism in voice acting. So I was like,
right.
What are you talking about? Like racism? And he was like, yeah, you got, first of all, she said, you got people doing black people's voices that's white.
Yeah.
She said that's wrong. She said you got people white doing Chinese people voices. That's wrong. And
too many goddamn people in the world to be doing that shit.
Right. And let me say this. This is what pissed me off more than anything else besides the racism side. She said you got men doing female parts. I said, what? I said, whoa, what? She was like, yeah, you got men doing female voice over parts because they don't want to hire women. I said, that's what y'all go through? You don't got a union? She was like, nope. It's like a mercenary situation with them voice actors. And I was like, damn, that's pretty bad. You got men doing women parts? That's kind of reaching. That's reaching.
Wait till AI gets kicked in. That's gonna be something else. That's gonna even be more.
That's gonna take jobs.
That's gonna take a lot of jobs, man. Yeah. So I mean, it's unfortunate.
That's why I don't support it.
So
they got a song with Biggie and Pop doing one of those. I forgot what song it was, but he had Big doing a verse, Pop doing the harmonizing side of it, and it was AI. I can't think of the song. It's on the internet too. And I said, whoa, what the hell? You type in his name and listen. I was like, and it's a song neither one of them did. I can't think of the song. It's crazy.
Was it around the Better Days album?
No, it wasn't. No, it's somebody else's song, but they replaced the people and the chorus with Biggie and Pac. They wasn't on that song at all.
Right.
This song.
I'm thinking of Tupac Resurrection. I'm thinking of that.
No,
But it wasn't that.
Neither one of their albums. No, it's not a Tupac or Biggie song. But the AI replaced the main rapper with Biggie and had Pac singing the chorus.
That's nuts.
I can't think of the song because Tony Yayo brought it up on Mike Tyson show, and I was watching it, and then I YouTubed it. I said, "Oh shit, he ain't lying. That AI shit is crazy."
We're about to enter the. We've already started it, but we're entering the era of the fake is going to be looked at as real. You know what I'm saying? Like the fakeness is going to, like, you see it with models, you see it with everything else. Like I seen there was an AI model that was walking this Asian girl. And I'm like, I mean, she was fly. She was in this all red, and then she kind of hiked up her dress, and you can see a little, I'm like, damn, whoa.
Oh, K-Mega's over there getting moist.
Yeah, bro, for real. I was like, whoa. And then people's like, that's AI. I said, ain't no way. And so again, then they did the first thing that I seen was they had Biden on stage, and he was talking about a rapper. And like he was at the UN and he was talking about a rapper, talking about, man, y'all, and he was cussing, saying, yeah, man, you don't really fuck with whoever this rapper was. He says, y'all got me fucked up. I'm like, wait a minute. And it had his voice. It sounds so real. I said, there is no way. Because I thought, like, there's no way. And then I looked deeper into it. But see, man, there's all types of crazy. AI is going to be, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Listen, for all you Siri people that like to use those Siri, then watch your kids be putting that shit on their phones, mimicking your voice. Mm-hmm. I'm just telling you, it's gonna be way bigger than what we talking about. That's why I don't have nothing in my house like that.
Yeah, there's gonna be somebody that's gonna be real filthy and foul, because you know how the internet is foul, and they want to go after somebody and they got somebody's voice. They'll say all types of crazy shit.
K-Mega, in the idea of AI and stuff like that, people think of how dope it is, but they forget the mirror end of it.
Right.
It's that just as dope as it is, it's just as terrifying.
Just as terrifying, right.
That's a fact. Shout out to clowns. I told you about them NFTs. I told you about that Bitcoin. And all y'all kept saying, oh, lemon. I said, okay. Where y'all Bitcoin motherfuckers today?
I had homies asking me to come and be a part of the Bitcoin, yeah.
Listen, man, my crystal ball undefeated.
K-Mega, you want to continue that story?
About what?
Florian.
About what?
Florian Mueller. You still got that pulled up? Or do you want me to continue?
Yeah, no, you can continue. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right, so getting back, because we took a left. We took a sharp left, and we drove for a hot minute. But to continue the whole thing on the whole Activision Blizzard for what Florian Mueller said, he continues his statement by saying, starting tomorrow, if there is any gap, such as because a TRO is denied, that would be a major defeat for the FTC. But that is what happened in the meta within case about the acquisition of a virtual reality fitness app, or because the TRO expires and no PI is there to seamlessly pick up the thread, then the deal can close. What about the CMA orders? ? If the FTC loses, the CMA will be the last agency standing. There are some jurisdictions like Canada and New Zealand where the review is not yet finished, but those countries do not stand in the way of closing the deal because the investigations have already been going on there for too long.
Oh, wow. See, I didn't know that about that. Okay. Interesting.
The FTC, according to those reports today, will ask the federal district court for enough time so its in-house trial before the ALJ can go forward. That one will start on August 2nd, but the merger agreement expires on July 18th. And after the trial, the ALJ will need time for a decision. The FTC will face the problem that its case is ridiculously weak, so it can't show a likelihood of success on the merit. That was also the reason the FTC lost against Meta within. Furthermore, the deal has been approved by the regulators in charge of 39 countries, 2.5 billion people. And the FTC won't be able to convince a federal district court in California that it was reasonable to reject the remedies Microsoft offered. After the FTC is defeated, the CMA then faces the risk of being closed over, and it could no longer tell UK politicians, as it did after the April 26th decision, that the regulators in the merging parties' home country is also opposing the deal. The CMA would then clearly be the only obstacle, and it would have to explain to politicians that this does not make the UK appear closed for business. I believe the CMA, and then Florian says he believes the CMA will, in that situation, have to think about a constructive solution. The CAT tribunal appeal is going well for Microsoft and ABK. The CMA won't be able to defend a bias, irrational, and unlawful decision. As I mentioned in another tweet today, Microsoft also wanted to work out a remedy deal with the FTC. They approached the FTC again after the EU clearance decision, but the FTC didn't want to talk, as MLEX reported at the time. At the early January hearing I mentioned before, the FTC actually said they would be prepared to talk about remedies at the appropriate time. They will look really bad now. If the FTC fails to win the PI, it's finished with respect to this merger. If it doesn't even get a TRO, that will be an even bigger L. Let's see what the FTC says in its motion. I'll analyze and explain it. There's some incorrect headlines and quotes out there. For instance, The Verge says the FTC will file an injunction, but what the FTC can do is just ask for an injunction.
Okay, that's okay. Bro is on it. Bro is on it.
It can file a motion for an injunction. The judge can file an injunction, i.e., an order granting a motion for an injunction, but not a litigant such as the FTC. I saw a tweet from CNBC person saying Microsoft welcomes the injunction. That doesn't make sense. Microsoft may welcome the motion, but wants to defeat it.
Okay. Yeah. See, you know what? That I'm glad that you went through that, because there was still, because once I seen it, I'm like, they're going to have an injunction, and so then they said that it was supposed to be, they were going to try to close them within a week. But then I read before we started the show that they were going to move it, I guess, to July 16th. And so what the FTC is trying to do is trying to postpone this stuff to go further within the year, past, I guess, a certain threshold to where the deal would have to be closed, or not to be closed, but the deal would have to fall through because it went past its, I guess, proceedings of when it was supposed to, end or whatever. But yeah, no, from him just breaking this all down, it just sounds like it just proves that the FTC has no power, because a judge the judge already, the same judge that sit there and that did the motion last time for the Sony deal, crushed them by law, by anything that what Microsoft has done, has not done anything to where it shows that they're going to dominate the market or do anything like that. So I don't even see if they'll even get that motion. I don't even know if they'll get that motion. So it would make sense why Microsoft would not close within this week, but would close in July, because they know that and that's why they will welcome that motion, because they know that they have all the backing behind them, not only because of the fact that the FTC's argument is weak, but the main fact is because all of these other regulators has side with them, except for the CMA, and that right there just that should be the winning ticket right there. Like you said, 2.9 million people can't be wrong on this situation. These regulators all can't be just on some bullshit, right? So, this deal is going to go through.
Anything else you got to say, Lemon?
Fucking hold that L, 30 frames. And you 60 frames. Hold that L. And I will continue to bring y'all the facts. I got nothing else to say. FTC, good luck with that. CMA, hope they take that shit from you and your people run rampant in your country going crazy. No Call of Duty for you.
That would be awful.
Awful.
That'd be tragic.
All right, well,
keep it up.
Well, Lemon. Lemon. Going ahead and let everybody know where they can find you, just in case they don't already know.
108 Dragons TV, man. Be all over the place, but it's 108 Dragons TV for everything. I got some excellent videos this week. I got some reviews. I got the for the new Valari pillow that I got sent. That's going to be a sponsored video. But also got the ROG Ally. We will be doing certain things. We will be showing you unboxings and accessories. Then we'll be showing you SSD upgrades. I'll be doing that step by step. And I will be showing you PS5 running on my ROG Ally. Who needs that little Agent Q or whatever it's called? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show you. You don't even need that device. Yeah, we're going to get messy. And then we're going to show game performance in a multitude of games. Facts. So stay tuned to that. That's all dropping. Should be dropping this week. We're going to be very busy. And me and my boy King David got something special cooked up in the kitchen. And yes, it's going to get spicy. That's a fact.
And just to let y'all know out there, I put Lemon's channel in the chat. Go click that goddamn button. Hit the subscribe button. It's free. It ain't costing you shit. Just go on ahead and do that right now. Hit that subscribe button for my boy Lemon real quick. You know I'm out here. I'm doing my best to support my brothers because I know they do the same for me. K Mega, please let them know how we're going to be on your channel next Monday, and also let them know where they can find you. I'll start working on getting your shit in the chat for everybody to go.
All right, good stuff. Man, yeah, thanks as always. I mean, this is like really the true official kickoff for the crossover. We'll be back on my channel, K-Mega405, next week. You know what I'm saying, Lemon? You're definitely welcome to come back again. Act a fool if you got the time.
I got the time, bro.
Yeah, so
but I got some great news.
What's that?
Woo! Sales of Xbox X has increased 1,335% on Amazon after the Xbox Showcase Starfield Direct. It's a new exclusive dropping on TSWS.
Bro, listen.
Let it sink. Let it sink. Yeah. Hey, Lemon. So many people are so pissy about this 30 FPS that they went out and bought a console.
They said we want them 30 frames.
They didn't go out and buy a 4090. They went out and got a Series X. Something that they already know is only going to be able to run the game at 30. So all this capping that you see on Twitter is just flat out bullshit. Don't believe these dudes.
Like my man Master Chief, they want to be blinged out, baby. Look into my eyes.
Oh man,
Be hypnotized
listen,
by the
it feels
X,
good.
baby.
It feels
Yeah.
good. It feels good. You know, I usually don't get the props, and I don't really all the time to my own horn. I should more,
Do
but
it.
but no, it feels good. I mean, you know what I'm saying? To see these suckers take that L because when you say something because they got a bigger channel, they think that they got all this shit. So when you call me a
Facts.
simp, when you say that I'm a person that is the problem because I play games at 30 frames and all that other bullshit, I think that the gaming community just gave you all the biggest fat ass L. You know what I'm saying? That y'all deserve. So again, gamers don't give a shit about what you particularly
say.
want. They just want
Facts.
to play the games.
And go
good-
check out that
good relationship
Ubisoft
Xbox.
Direct, man. That happened
I'm
2
about to
hours
check all
ago.
that stuff.
Go
Yeah, I'm
check
gonna
that
check
out.
that out. And Capcom. Yep, I'm about to check it out.
And then tomorrow, make sure y'all remember. So, okay, K-Maker, were you done doing your outro?
I didn't really get started, but that's cool.
No, continue. Do yours because I got some shit to say before I.
Okay. All
hit
right.
the
Yeah.
button.
Come and check us out for the crossover next week on my channel, KMaker45. We'll do this alternate. Come here, we go there. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun.
That's awesome. I like that.
Also, we check out the GRG podcast every Friday night at 8 p.m. Central, the Lord's time, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. You know what I'm saying? It gets real rowdy there, and there is what I say. What we do there is keep what we kill. So if you come in there talking saucy and somebody lights your ass up, they keep what they kill. So you're gonna have to fight back. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. We love the topics, we love the banter, we love the chat. So come and check it out. Also, I do this thing called Fight Night Sunday. I have not done it this Sunday. I was wore the hell out for doing all these damn podcasts, but we'll be back Sunday. I will be doing Fight Night on Wednesdays as well, earlier, not as late as I usually do, around probably 5 to 7. Devin the Gamer will be back not this coming up week, but the next week on Tuesdays. So yeah, I'm gonna be busy, man. So I do a podcast on my boy Xbox 44H channel. That's 7 p.m. Central. And then you can always find me and talk to me, DM me, whatever. If you want a game, it's KMega45 on Steam, on Xbox, on PlayStation, whatever. And also on Twitter, it's at KMega4. Man, come holler at me, man. Really appreciate it as usual.
No, absolutely. And it was a fantastic show today. Thank you guys for showing up. And thank you guys in the chat for holding it down, doing your damn thing, having a good time today. It means a lot to you, boy. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button. And make sure that you tune in tomorrow, not only to just my channel for the lowdown with me and Loke, but also remember that Xbox ain't done yet.
Oh. I got one thing to say. Ponies! And I'm talking to you! You can get in to the Xbox ecosystem for a very low price of $325.99. Because the new little man on the block just got an upgrade in terms of memory. So you could get in the light way. You don't gotta go spend X money again. You could just join in and get little man. He's waiting for you. Yes, tell him Lemetheus sent you.
Not good. My goodness, you messed. But what I was referring to is that showcase extended that is going to be happening tomorrow. So y'all make sure not only to come through here, hit that like button and subscribe or whatever, or share this shit out, but make sure that you show up for Xbox tomorrow and see what they got going on. I've been hearing a little bit of teasing supposedly about a Hi-Fi Rush update or a little bit of extra content that might be coming out on there. So you might want to keep your ear to the streets on that one. All right. But thank you everybody for coming out. This has been a fantastic show. Man, oh man, I cannot wait to continue this week. Keep talking about these games, see what the FTC's fumbling ass continues to do, and see what these filthy ass motherfucking fanboys got to say when the game drops and they ain't got nothing to play until October. Anyways, thanks everybody. And as you know, your boy Ham Solo's out here for TSWS Gaming, letting you know to either keep it gaming or keep it moving. Peace the fuck out.
Peace.